Hey everyone, this is Bubbleknight here. Welcome back to the letter. So, I think one of you mentioned like I should pick the hang out with Zach option and chapter 1 redo it over because there's a chance I might lose Zach or something. I definitely don't want to lose him, so we're gonna check it out. Don't worry, as soon as this segment ends, if anything different, I will just put it on there. So, it's a good chance for us to check it out.
It wouldn't hurt. I've got some stuff I need to buy. Groceries. And there's a shop I want to check.
Is it real food this time?
Let me guess. Rebecca?
She's just worried about you. Even I can't eat that much instant noodles.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. So its relationship's almost all the way to the top. So, okay, let's do it.
Think of it as a talent. Let's just go, Zach.
A smile, real one this time. Devoid of any unpleasant thoughts. Regardless of what happened, I don't want to think of them that way. Zach has me waiting on a nearby bench upon arriving, prior to going off somewhere. He hasn't returned since. It's been a good 20 minutes of being alone entirely to my thoughts. In this weather, the city park gives a lazier and more languid vibe than usual. Where children are usually running around playing, there are now people leaning back on their public picnic basket, simply enjoying the afternoon sun. The smell of food drifts on nearby food cars if the wind blows in the right direction. One will catch the whiff of fresh trimmed grass. I'm glad I sleep on this bench if I'm not waiting for anyone. Soon enough, I see this Hulk figure running towards me, carrying a medium-sized box on the one hand and casually waving on the other at me. He's panting when he reaches my bench, sweating dripping profusely from his forehead, but his grin on his face.
Sorry, the line was really long. Really long.
You didn't have to run. Sit down first.
Nah, I'm good. Didn't want to make you wait for these.
I really know what's in the blue box before he opens it. Oh, cinnamon rolls! Just for the record, I don't like cinnamon rolls. I really don't! I'll stick some on top of the white cream cheese glaze. Oh my god, it looks like they're dating, isn't it? I wonder if there's anything different after this. The very same one I bought after I sold my first property. After my Zach, Ash, and Becca. Funny how a small thing can trigger instant memory. Distant memory, no matter how mundane it is. I didn't say no. I don't say no for free food, but why is he getting me these now?
What for?
He leans on an empty space beside me, wiping out sweat in his forehead before answering.
An apology. And as thanks for yesterday and the other day.
You don't have to buy me anything, Zach.
You were upset. You haven't been yourself recently, and people kind of miss that, you know?
Are you just saying that, or...
Ooh.
No, really. Rebecca told me. You know how she is. Ashton, too.
Ashton was an ass. He should have been named Ashhole instead.
Oh, damn.
He went a little overboard, yeah. I can talk to him if you want.
He'll still tease me about it, even if it's Rebecca telling him to stop. Besides, I can handle him.
You always do. And yesterday, when you talked me through my little slump, I thought, hey, I want our old Isabella back. Are you still upset?
There are times when I wish Zach could be my big brother. Well, Becca, my oldest sister. Oh, okay. So she's plainly laying it out that he's a big brother. Maybe life would have been a little easier then. Maybe Papa wouldn't be as sick as he is. Maybe I wouldn't be alone here. But then again, if they are what I wish them to be, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have met Ash too. Life back home is tough, but for all that, I wouldn't change for one selfish wish. In this city of 68,000 people, I have people I can depend on. 3 of them, in fact. When you think about it, when you compare the numbers to the odds of finding someone like them, amidst the sea of nameless people, I am lucky.
Thanks a lot for today, Zach. You didn't have to, but you did. I can always count on you.
Just me? No Ashton or Rebecca? Oh boy, they won't be happy to hear that. I don't mind being the favorite, though.
Nope, no favorites. But you cook better than both of them, so that's a plus.
It's always been food with you, ain't it?
Don't put it like that. You're making me sound like a glutton.
I'm not saying you are, but it does feel good to know there's someone I can invite for food to be able to eat all of it.
Only that? I thought we were also art buddies.
Oh, that too. But the food thing really stands out when you think about it. You do eat a lot for someone your, size.
Low blow. I take pride in my height.
So, is it okay now? Do you feel better? Does it still scare you?
A little. I'll be okay. I'll figure it out, somehow. It's not as bad as the other day, and Father Norman helped too. I should have brought something to thank him.
Oh, we could visit him anytime. He loves hearing from the young ones.
He isn't that old, is he?
Don't know. He doesn't tell. I think I might have seen his face somewhere before. I just couldn't recall when or where. Ash says he looks like his boss, so the bartender at the local pub if he squints. Don't take his word for it, of course. He might have accidentally inhaled something from the forensic lab again when he said that.
This time the laughter counts on both of us is genuine. Back to the usual. Things may have not have been the easiest lately, but it certainly isn't the worst that it has happened. We do end up sharing the cinnamon buns between us, despite Zach's insistence that it's only for me, but more than food, there's repose and contentment.
If you need anything, just ring, okay? Like when Ash annoys you too much. I'll help you with him, best friend or not.
No way. I can take him on.
Still an extra muscle wouldn't hurt, yeah? Just let me know, and I'll back you up. My sister knows this one thing to shut him up when he's being his usual self. Ask me what it is whenever you want, and I'll spill it.
I don't think that's necessary, but thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
He leaves me with a smile and a wave. Off to some new gig again. As for me, we still need to talk. Back at Ash and I, petty arguments aside like adults we are. This, however, is a start, no matter how small it may be. I just hope I can keep them safe. A light wind blows again, sending dry leaves swirling in the distant smell of earth into the air. For the first time, the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe a walk's good? I need to stock up my pantry too. Come to think of it, isn't there art store has opened recently near the park? Oh, okay. So this is the part where it overlaps the story on when she meets the what is her name? Ah, God, the inspector, whatever. McCullough or something. But I'll let you know if there's anything different. So hold on, guys. Alright, so I made it all the way back over here without any changes at all. Like I picked the right, still the same path, and my relationship with Isabella is all the way up. So I think I'm good with her. I need to work on other people though, like Ashton, Hannah, and Rebecca, I guess. Let's do it. But I've never been the lucky sort when it comes to that kind of guessing. And even after I made around the immediate vicinity, I could find neither high or hair of him. Oh, so he's looking for Ash. Okay, cool. Calling him doesn't no good either, considering how awful the signal is here. He can't be too far if he's really here, but if he is, he would have already noticed me by now. Instead, there's only silence. The kind too quiet to find any sort of comfort in. Even the tree seemed to have fallen asleep with the rest of the mansion, obviously to what's happening around it. A small island of stillness in the otherwise fast-paced world. No wonder the whole Insulum feel at odds with the rest of Luxembourg. While the sea is alive, growing every minute, breathing every second, and pulsating with life, the village remains unchanged. It is not surprising the legend still lives up to this day, and why she is still here, walking its hollowed halls. And beyond me, the mansion looms ominously. But now ain't the time for fear. Even Ash is not here, I still got to let the rights know what I've seen, what's in their home. And whatever the grievance Ash has given them, doesn't matter. There might be grounds for imprisonment, but they don't deserve a brutal death at the hand of the one malicious spirit. I'm sure Isabella will want the same thing. I went straight for the bell without a second thought. It takes a few rings, the sound loud above the four-body stillness, before I hear footsteps on the other side.
Only a Nazi would knock at such an ungodly hour.
What?
Where's that damn butler when I need him?
For long. Oh, he looks pissed off. Dude, what's that shadow around him? Can you guys see that? Before long, the door swings wide open. The Mr. Luke Rice stands right behind it. Seasonally would be a complete understatement to describe him. Like this, I've got no doubt why Ash will find him suspect.
You? How the hell did you get in here?
I don't know.
What in 7 hells do you want? It's bloody 6 in the morning.
Listen, sir, I know this is not a good time.
Oh, it's not a good time. Did you even check the clock before coming here? I bet you didn't.
You're dressed.
Unlike you, the ones living in this house need to sleep. Come back when people are actually awake, or I'll call security on you.
If I get a word in, he slammed the door to my face and bolts shut with much finality.
Wait, sir, you gotta hear me out. You're both in danger if you stay in there. Have you seen the news lately? Everything's not a coincidence.
Only silence answers me. Maybe it was Miss Right? Oh, who am I kidding? There are limits to how far a person will believe in you. Then again, I don't believe Isabella when she warned us. Then now I'm here, desperately trying to save the people even I'm aware it's completely out of my own capacity to do so. Is this what they call karma? If so, this one's horrible way of turning things around. Taking people's life, playing with people's fears, making them feel useless.
You're around, ain't you? You here? Inside this house? Listening, watching, or whatever it is that you spirits do? What did they do to you?
Oh, man.
I can help you, you know? If it'll let you move on, I'll gladly do so. You don't have to kill anyone.
Nothing. I don't even know who I'm talking to, or if a sane person is supposed to be doing that. The only thing I got after is a feeling of foolishness washing over me. Or perhaps this is just me losing my mind. Out of the other option and other ideas, I let my hand slide off the door service and fell listless to my sides. I can go back to Luxembourg, trying to find the others, trying to get out of this mess with them. We'll let them know how much deep shit we all are. Those sound good. Either way, my littering here ain't helping at all. I can let the quietness calm me for a few minutes before standing up, heading out to fetch my bike. It's quite this in Luxembourg, but if I hurry, I'll reach it and maybe. The rustling stops as soon as I turn around and strain my ears for any movement around me.
Yo, Ash, you there?
No answer. You see, if he's here, and I've just missed him earlier, already my feet and moving in search of him the second time. It wouldn't hurt to double check, triple check even, with how big the property is. He can't be anywhere. If things ain't so urgent, if they aren't so dire that lives at stake, I would probably have waited for him to show up again.
But damn it! He needs to realize what exactly it is he's dealing with.
That's not just a petty criminal he can simply throw in jail. That is something beyond the authority his police badge can ever give him. The guy needs to stop playing big damn hero. Sit down and chill. My breathing comes to a short, shallow rasp by the time I make it back to where I started. No sign of him, and I'm beginning to think I'm just wasting my time here. But it is when I hear it. I recognize the melody in the heartbeat. Ma's favorite song. I listen for a while, trying to gauge what exactly the house is coming from. My feet start moving before I can stop. And there, as I circle a corner, from a room on the first floor, a single window is open, but I can't make it out whoever is inside. However, I'm sure something comes from there. Still, why I'll hear an old tune of Here All Places, I won't know. It's not an obscure song, by all means, but it's a pretty rare to find someone who knows this, and for some reason, Deb seems to follow this song around. Your mom does not live here, bro! Panic lodged itself at the base of my throat at once. Whoever's humming might be. I don't want to be a pessimist now, but the off chance that is Miss Right?
Shit!
Shit! It's indeed! I shouldn't just barge in there. I can put myself in danger before I save anyone. Ash will tell me to do the exact same words. Might even write me a desertion. Why, that's a bad idea if he ain't so lazy. But damn it, god damn it! Shit! Alright, what happened, guys? So, on my relationship, I am okay. So, let me check the route, because I want to. we're on a quest to get the best ending. So we're on a fork here. So this fork, oh no, there's 3 options here for me to take. And oh no, they're both okay. So one could be lead to ending, one could be not. Okay, I shall shit. Should I kill myself? Fuck it. Open the window. I can search. Okay, let's see the branching tree now. Shit. All right, we're down here. So I'm gonna guess we're in the right ending because we went this way. This way seems a little shorter, but it may be the bad ending. So let's hopefully we got a good ending. Good ending. I can search for Ash, but it's too late by then. With how big this place is, he can be anywhere. It's very likely that by the time we come back, someone's already bit dust. That and the cry grow louder against my ear the longer I linger. Almost impossible to ignore. Draw me like a moth to a flame. For a moment I let myself shudder, shaking uneasy, filling out my head. This can't be a good idea. Not by a long shot. Still, I've got to try. Funnily enough, a couple as high profile as right, they don't seem to have any security detail patrolling around. A few guards here and there, sure, but no one expects they'll have more considering the size of the place. It works to my advantage though. I can't really complain when there's a high chance I might get arrested for what I'm about to do. Lucky the window's wide enough for me to fit through without making any noise. There's certainly no going back now. So as I step to a parlor, all of it ceases. When I find no trace of a woman I hear crying like I'm expecting to. The room's still empty by the time this morning. I'm left with standing awkwardly in the middle of the hush. Maybe she just hid somewhere?
Hello? Are you here? I heard someone earlier, and I'm here to help.
Hoping for an answer, I let question hang in the air, but several seconds mere go by without a word, or the slightest movement to indicate there's someone in there. Has been here. With the story I've heard, with the things I've seen, it takes effort to keep my brain from going into that line of thought.
I'm not going to hurt you. If you're here, say something.
You should have brought a cross or some sort of like garlic with them, right? Nothing. Am I just hearing things? No, I'm pretty sure I heard someone, but with no responding, I can't help but feeling silly like this. And with the awkwardness, I've just trespassed a house for nothing because of some voice prickles at me. Suddenly, the silence feels uncomfortable, and the kneeling anxiety slowly creeps on my back. I should get out while I can. If it ain't here, it ain't there. I don't spare the room to another gaze when I walk back to where I came. Out to the window, leave before someone else notices.
I thought I heard a servant moving around here. Turns out it's just a rat scurrying about. How unpleasant.
My heart shoots out of my throat. I can run. The window's just a few steps away. I should be able to escape, but instead, out of some foolish impulse, I turn around. Perhaps, it's because the only impression this guy had left me with the few times we met is nothing but unsettling.
This ain't what you think it is.
Oh shit.
You're quite the distance from the kitchen, I'm afraid. Perhaps I should lead you there.
Someone's in here before me. I wasn't here for what you're thinking. There was sobbing and...
What? The first blow that knocked the wind out of me, sending me heaving for crumping to my knees. Tears welled my eyes as the pain swallowed the twist of my wrist behind my back.
You've gotta listen to me.
Then again, dirty thieves aren't welcome in my kitchen either.
Oh no! Zach! For a moment there's only silence and a sudden piercing ache, this time in the back of my head. The room probably tilts on its axis, dimming. On the verge of unconscious, I can hear the scuffling on foot, the thumping on the door being closed, and a woman crying, asking for help. I know no more. Oh no. Zach! What have I done? The pain's the worst when I come to it. A sharp piercing ache somewhere in the back of my head, begging to be noticed. But it's nothing I can't handle. Blurrily, I open my eyes, expecting to be greeted by sunlight. However, the walls are welcoming unfamiliar. When everything comes into focus, I recognize the place for what it is. A cell. Dark, cramped, with the only light coming from the moon outside, streaming through the sole window barred by the thick metal bars. Memory rushes back to me in sharp bursts. The mansion looking for Ashton. the familiar tune, and the woman crying. Hold down 1 second. So I'm still good on everything I do. What about the branching tree? I am definitely over here. Oh, so there's 2 endings I can get. Let's try to get this one. I feel like the furthest is the true ending that I should get. All while my head still aches from the hit I received.
Still better than a morgue, I guess.
Gearily, I've pulled myself up, stretching the cramp from my shoulder as I do. By stopping when a sudden movement induced a acute stinging pain right through my arm.
Damn, they got me good. What time is it?
As expected, they have taken everything I have on my person. Wallet, cell phone, my keys, meds, even a small pack of gum. Protocol is protocol. In the first place, ending back in another cell in my agenda. The first time was not a pleasant experience, and this is certainly won't be either. Concerning who has like me put me in here, it could be much worse. The bars are cold to my touch when I approach it, looking for the person on duty. They usually allow us to contact someone, and Ashton at least has to know I'm here. He'll be pissed that I'm quite sure of it, but he's the only one who can help me prove my innocence and get me out of here. However much I don't want to rely on him for this, the hallway in front of the cell is empty, but the voice flowed through the further end like the poor officer assigned a late-night duty. Judging from the snippets of conversation I catch, today's topic over a snack is that moron who thought it's wise to cross the rights. They use all the names too. Most of them I'll have to have words with them about in the future. But really, I'm in no position right now.
Excuse me, anyone?
Silence.
Excuse me, I need to make a...
Oh no! Oh god! I'm sorry, Zach. I put you in this. I'm sorry, Zach. We're about to get in some big shit. Blood freezes my veins and my grip on the bar tidy as a revolting scent reaches my nose. More than gore, the foul smell of the death hang heavily in the air. And against my better judgment, I turn. Hey, what's up, girl? Her face, the first thing I see. A gruesome sight of its own. Eyes beaming with nothing but malevolence. Violence. Blood oozing from the large puncture wounds on her forehead. Really? Open wide, a voiceless scream. I clamp on the compulsion to retch. On the instinct, I step back, putting in as much distance as that cramped cell window between us. The bar rattled as my shoulders hit it. A hindrance not to freedom, but to safety.
You've got to stop this! We can't help you this way!
She moves in short, sudden bone-crunching twitches. I know there's no escape. I scream for help before I know it, jolting the bars as much force I could.
Somebody! Get me out of here! Anyone, please!
Punch her in the face! Do it!
Bugger off! Some people are trying to get some sleep here!
No! She's here! You've got to let me out! She's gonna kill me! Someone! She's...
Oh crap.
Ah!
What? Wait, what the hell happened? Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta check this out. Oh yeah, okay, cool. I got the good ending. This is pretty good. I unlock a memory fragment, yes. So we're on the track. All right, we unlock the memory fragment. So something was happening. Oh wow, we're in the this chapter now. The numbers are so little on the top of my screen, and they're glaring at me with such intensity that I can just hear the accusations. I'm late for a night out with the girls, but I have perfectly good excuse. Jeez, considering I don't know the typical office hours, they really don't expect me to be able to just go as a place at 5:30 on the dot. The client is, first and foremost, my priority. Wait, what happened to Zach? I really hope Zach survives. Oh god. So far I think we play Zach as correctly as we should play. So let's hope something good happens to him. I have to sit tidy when my personal assistant, Chris, tell me I have a big one coming up and that I shouldn't miss this one. He knows a lot more than who and the what's and what when it comes to these social leads. Well, damn, it's a long time since I came across that word, and I trust that judgment call. I really don't have the time for rich people, their dramas and the politics. These sort of who born with a silver spoon in their mouths, and who are used to wagging their silver tongue about. I let him handle the negotiation with them for the most part. Why else would I have hired him? But he told me I received a message about him an hour ago.
Now, if only he has the full shilling when it comes to the time.
Come on, I have a social life too, you know, to an extent. Sort of. Pressing my head against the table, I try to stave off the oncoming headache when the notification of the new email pops up. All I'm expecting is that, hey, this looks like a good project I found. Go send in a design. Or something like that. Really, that is how it often goes. Even with these rich Jimmy clients who's heard of me from their equally rich Jimmy friends, I can't expect them to hire me right off the bat, which is all well and good and reasonable. We find out what they want, send in my portfolio, my draft for their project, my rates, and hope for the best. What is that? This is a big client. Marianne, I'll babysit Barutho for you. Just please take this project. I promise. This person's huge in Locksport. Mr. Parker, this is a formal request to secure the service of Marianne McCullough. Hereinafter call the designer, after authorized by Hannah Wright. Hereinafter call the client for interior design work at Ermengarde Mansion, Locksport, LX 180RF, United Kingdom. Oh, so we're United Kingdom, huh? We finally know where we are playing this game. The client hopes we have the designer there by 21st of October, Friday, with the time pending. But as soon as I open the mail and see what has been requested by the client specifically, well, I certainly didn't expect that, and that's pretty straightforward too. Anyone else would probably be excited. They will be working with the Hannah, right? She's just one of the richest social leads that everyone loves to talk about. No matter how hard I try to tune such nonsense out, it would have been enough for me to rely on information to Chris and leave. But he has never played for me to take a project before. We worked with big personalities before in the past, celebrities, bankers, and even a few politicians. My PA had been indifferent about those. So the question bounced about my skull before I spied one of the email attachments. A newspaper claiming from Locksport Daily Business News section. Both seen the headline. Rights Enterprise donates 2.5 million, or is that euros, to refuge. It certainly caused quite a stir back then. Apparently they had invited businessmen and social leads everywhere, in the guise of it being some big business announcement.
2.5 mil and an expensive looking party to boot. These people sure know how to throw their money around.
Not that I should be so callous. They are going to do a lot of good helping a community of people with all those pounds. Oh, those are pounds? I'm so sorry, guys. I thought those are euros. I'm bad with money signs. I thought 200 rupees a lot until I looked it up. I, of all people, shouldn't criticize such acts as they were for a show or not. At the very least, I know they'll be able to pay my rates. With the headline out of the way, however, I find myself staring at a picture that came along with the clipping. Because, wow, here I am expecting a sour old woman in a blazer and skirt. But the woman that was plastered on the front page looks like she belonged on the front page of the entertainment section even. If I'm about to be crass, or a pen up for the glimmer. Okay, I'll be the real here, a men's magazine. She sure knows how to rock that dress. Wait, her hair, her eyes, her lips, she can't be her. At the same time, she is her, only a few years older. She looks just like... No, come on, Mac. The world's full of pretty blondes. It's just a coincidence. With the shake of my head, I snap out of it and reach for my phone when it buzzes, nearly falling off my chair in the process. Who else would on the other line, but the very people waiting for me.
Oh, piss. I'm so sorry, Cam. I'm on my way.
That's what I say. Yet I still don't move from my chair. Face flushed and heart racing. I can only stare until I can will myself reply that yes, I am accepting this assignment. And it takes more time for me to just close the image, shut down the computer, and leave. Even then, it has already burned its image into my head, no matter how much I wish it would just disappear. Wait, what's that picture behind him? It makes me eager for the alcohol in the company. It makes me eager for anything that can help me forget. It's a good thing that the nearest pub is just a hub. Skip and a jump from here. Really? The Galloway Shaw, as they call those who frequently visit the place, it's only decent Irish pub in this country. You can pretty much tell that someone's new if they call it by its special name, the Crowbar. My home away from the home ever since I moved to Oxford. Well, that is why I'm not cooped out of my condo and working anyway. It has good alcohol, good company, and thank God and Saint Cecilia, good musics. Crowd favorites like the Bothy Noise, the High Wesleyan Band, and the Second Fusion Orchestra are often played. Not to mention the singing. I love singing. Anyone who can just break out in a drinking song, and the others in the pub with just wonderful they start singing along. And doing so while intoxicated is the best way to go about it. Hey, it's a win-win as long as I don't puke in the middle of the chorus, and as long as I can get home in one piece at the end of the day. And tonight is a karaoke night. What better time than try to sing all my worries away? That's what my intoxicated brain tells me.
The ghost of guilt and sorrow remembers who I am, and in the prison of my heart, I was my only slave.
I'm so glad I don't have to sing. But drinking only reminds me of home, and the thought of a home makes me think of her.
But in the depths of my cold soul, I'll leave the burden and despair.
It makes me nauseous. It sicks me that a smallest reminder of her can cause me so much grief.
I'll fight for what's worth fighting for. Forget the fear, forget the rest.
That's actually not bad. Of course, that might just be the booze. Any other day, I would have scolded myself for drinking so much.
I lied to the Lord, I lied to myself, I lied to you and everyone I care, until there were no more lies to tell.
I already have a client, and we'll be having a first little meet and greet in a few days.
Cowardice is easier than being brave, but at last I found the strength I lost to sing my love letter to you. 'Cause people can lie, but my lone heart beats true.
I want to at least enjoy this night, get over the hangover tomorrow, and return being as a prime and proper professional after.
That song was for Cam, our lucky bride-to-be. So give her a hand, Galway shawl.
Considering the state I'm in, one can accuse a smart grin as cheers and applause rise among the public patrons. Because, possibly after key public singing aside, I feel like I'm on top of the world right now, and that's a good reason as to belt out the front of these strangers. With good drinks and good friends, there's nowhere else I'd rather be tonight, and I forget for a short while.
And that song was brought to you by Marianne McCullough, everyone! A round of applause!
That was so good! You rock, Marianne.
Oh, please stop. You're just saying that.
You know neither of us can hold a tune, Marianne. A toast to our shameless drunk singer. May your drinks forever flow and your notes be ever lovely.
Which one's which? I can assume the Haruna is the one that's smoking.
If anyone deserves a toast tonight, that's Cam. Finally sealed the deal after 3 years, eh?
Read 'em and wait, bitches.
Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, Camilla's diamond engagement glimmers as she holds it up for all the world to see. Oh, okay. So that the one on the left. I was right. So she has the reason to be proud. 3 years of living together, and her boyfriend finally asked her the big question. Obviously, she said yes.
Don't get too attached to that ring or the one after, sweetie. I was wearing a wedding ring not so long ago, and look at where I am.
Oh no.
But enough of me being a downer. Cheers to a happy engagement!
Of course, if someone like Haruna's divorce were to happen, I'll be there for Kim. Just as Kim had been there for me, acting more just my yoga instructor, I can't be happy for my friend right now.
Cheers! Cheers!
Well, we both will be there for Kim, won't we? Haruna and I? Haruna, it's been a real bad year for her ever since her divorce. She's such a nice person, even loaning the money to open a studio, and she didn't even deserve what her husband had pulled. I'll be happy if she's smiling again and picking out like she used to. I think we'll all miss our Japanese firecracker. Wait, she's Japanese? We met at yoga class, something that I joined to keep myself in shape. Well, honestly, so that I can make my friends when I move to Loxmore. Clearly it worked like a charm. And definitely didn't have anything to do with the fact that I brought along my lucky D20 die on me on the first day. No sir. I love these girls so much.
What about you, Marianne? You're 30 years old and you still haven't got yourself a man.
And you guys know I have a very busy schedule. I don't have time for that.
Oh, come on. That's a lame excuse and you know it. You need a man who'll take care of you and you need it now. Maybe some hunk will be your house hubby while you rake in the dough.
I'm quite capable of taking care of myself. Who needs a Mr. Right?
Hey, look at me. I'm Marianne McCullough, a lawful neutral cleric with 9 points in wisdom and 8 in charisma, but I can't get myself a date.
I mentioned druids and demons once. Once! They don't even know the rules or understanding of what the numbers mean. And I certainly am not sort of holy person. I am a far cry from a miracle worker, and I barely have the willpower to fight off demons, especially my own.
Actually, maybe she isn't looking for a Mr. Right, but a Mrs. Right. Oh, my Marianne, we still love you even if you're in the closet.
That would explain some things. How do you know you don't have a ring anymore? Maybe you two can be together and I don't have to worry about my best girls being alone.
What are you on about? There's nothing to explain.
The more I denied, the louder they teased me until the other people in the pub started to watch. It doesn't help at all. When Haruna drapes her arm over my shoulder and leans in.
Will I be all yours then? Will you be making me feel like a woman?
I don't know, that gets me turned on. I'm a dirty-minded person, I know. I know that they're just kidding around, but this doesn't make me comfortable in the slightest. So, when Camilla knows my signs and Haruna sees the expression on my face, they stop. And when the awkward air settles over us, the rest of the pub goes back to whatever they were doing before the whole thing has happened. The whole thing ever happened. They probably won't even remember it when they wake up with a massive hangover anyway.
Sorry.
Me too.
Hey, no hard feelings, right?
I raise my glass. They smile. We drink. There's no need to say more. We are definitely far too drunk tonight. Eventually, the fun time ends. It's a weekday after all. And with Haruna being a nurse, she still had to get ready for her next shift. Kim has a lovely fiance waiting for her at home, and really didn't have to make a fuss about left some buns in the oven when she took it off early. Really, I understand. I was the one who insisted, who was determined to get pissed drunk anyway. Moving to the bar, I sit, alone at last. Alone was a stranger. I haven't seen him here before. Obviously not a regular. He hasn't said a word and just sits there, savoring his drink, with the whiskey served neat on one hand and the lighter on the other. It doesn't seem like he knows me yet, and maybe I should go before he does look my way, because he was pretty, and he was blonde. Oh no, she's got a hots for him, and those two things plus alcohol never did me any good. A thought too late. Judging by the way he flushed his face and dazed look in his eyes, he's pissed drunk as I am. But whereas I'm feeling like the keeling over, he looks like he was still ready to take a cat away by storm. Really, he's just the air one of those men who thinks they own the world.
Hello there, sexy. Please don't stand up on my account. I already like what I see.
You bastard.
Fancy a drink? It'll be on me.
But then again, I might be pleasantly surprised he proved me wrong.
Want some between the sheets? Sex on the beach? I'm talking cocktails, of course.
Fat chance. It doesn't matter, we both know how to play this game. And there are two different ways to end for the night to end. One thing we know is going to happen. The question is, what do I want to do?
That's fine. I'd rather order some blue balls or some AMF if you don't mind.
He looks like he's about to say some witty retort, but stops himself and downs the rest of his whiskey. I ordered a mint julep, and he gets another whiskey, and we start a customary small talk. Of course, the saying "ask me no question, I'll tell you no lies" goes without saying. We ask nothing about each other, offering a falsehood to establish a strenuous fake connection between us two strangers in a pub, if only to pass the time. Whiskey, as I have come to call him, is supposedly 21 years old, single, takes care of his sick mother, and is a manager of some sort. Manager of what? I didn't care to listen to the details. Meanwhile, Mint, as he come to call me, is 29 and I am, what did I say I was again? Oh yes, I told him I was a professional chocolate taster. Because, fuck it, if I'm going to lie about what my job is, mine was to make it fun. It's pretty decent chat before the two pretty drunk strangers. And maybe just me, but we might as well just fucking well expend the tiniest amount of effort pretending there's nothing meaningful in this meeting. Would have been nice too if we just left at that, but during the lull in the conversation he brings it up.
You know, I've never been with a woman taller than me.
And to think he might have something different from the rest.
Never have and never will, whiskey. Can we go back to the history of chocolates? Did you know that chocolate candy was introduced in 19th century England as a healthier alternative to alcohol?
St. Lucy was the most beautiful woman of her time. She had men to come with the four corners of the world just to see the pure light of exquisite green eyes. If she was so lucky anyways.
No, enough of the history lesson. Come on, Mint. You know and I know what you came here for.
Ooh, I feel so sorry for Mrs. Wright. Oh, God. Though not every suitor was gallant, and she was no fool, she had known that sooner or later she would be able to inherit her chastity.
Come on. There must be something that gets you going.
So she had taken out a knife and gouged out her own eyes.
There is something, but I don't think you can handle it.
Impressed with the devotion, God restored her eyes and made them more beautiful than before. He has a peculiar sense of humor, hasn't he? Because that only meaning suitor kept going after Lucy, and she kept her eyes in a chalice to scare them away.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can handle whatever it is.
Saint Lucy, help me. Help me turn away from sin. Help me with my own blindness.
My place isn't too far from here. I won't take care of you if it ends up being too much for you. And no one will be able to hear you if you try to scream.
Oh no!
You sure you want to go down that road, pretty boy?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh really? Are they really doing this? Oh no. Oh no. The best thing about having my condo so close probably is easy of access. As long as I have still extended walk, I can make it home. Maybe I need help from a kind neighbor or two to help me with the last leak. I've really gone overboard with alcohol. But I always made it home. Sometimes with company. Of course, they're always with complication, especially the real clingy ones. But it isn't any help with a good tip without stalker to the building security can fix. I'm always nervous though, even if this isn't the first time I've done this. In the first few minutes we enter my room was the first few agonizing minutes when I try not to panic. Okay, Max, so far so good. Don't let him smell you under your fear under all that liquid courage. He'll leave sooner or later. I'll never have to see him again, just like every other man before him. I like to say to myself that the men I brought to my place were more scary than I was. Yet there's no fear when I look to Whiskey's eyes, only delight. When he started touching me, I don't even hesitate when I push him against the door. Roughness to expected. As long as he sticks to the script, everything will go smoothly. And when we have our first tumble in the sheets, he'll leave. We'll forget about it. If someone asked him what I really want, I would tell him what I want was a bed of roses, chocolate music, maybe the Irish castle. But what I really want is her. And that's never going to be a reality. That is my fault, of course. Because I was afraid. Because I was a coward. And they'll never hold a candle up for her. She was the light of my life. And I had let her go. I can't even be bothered at the thought of her. Just a single thought of her makes my resolve to see this affair throw waver.
Wait.
What is it now?
Oh, God. I would punch this guy. God. Yes, what is it now? Alright, I am just gonna save right here because this is sort of important fork. My choice would go with this is wrong because I want a happy ending. And so let me know what you guys think that I would you guys want to pick, so I might be able to show it. I don't know. So I think like either way, let's guess the hold on, let's see the relationship with everyone. Still Isabella's still pretty good. Hannah pretty good. So if I screw up with Hannah, then it'll pretty bad. Luke. What about branching tree? Aha! Question: to have sex or no sex? Shit. Well. Alright guys. I'm gonna sign out, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Let me know what you guys think. And yep. Bye.